Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. It is very early in the morning. It is about 4:56 in the morning. Been up almost an hour now. The dogs decided they wanted to go outside extra early today, so they woke me up. But I needed to get an early start today. I got a lot of work to get done on the house. Haven't filmed a video here in a few days. We've been in and out of the hospital. Dad's levels were kind of off this week, so we had to take him into the emergency room, and basically we were in the hospital from Wednesday early afternoon all the way through Saturday morning. So it's been a lot of back and forth, and in the meantime I've been going back and forth to Lowe's as well. I feel like I've been in Lowe's every single day this week, maybe even twice a day on some of the days, getting materials. There's been a lot of stuff bought. Last project we worked on was here in the bathroom. I was making a custom vanity back here, as you can see. Got that built out, got it all painted, ready to go. I picked up a bathroom sink. I also picked up the countertops. Now you know that I'm going to be doing white cabinets in the kitchen based off of what I did here in the bathroom. One thing I have not showed you was what I'm going to use for a countertop. Now you guys know I'm going to go with butcher block. Went ahead and decided to do this. I like the way it looks. Initially I was going to go with hickory cabinets. Speaking of cabinets, you can see up top I got my cabinets installed. I did that yesterday. I decided to go with just white cabinets. I figured it would just make the room feel a lot bigger in this area. This is a small kitchen. You're looking at roughly a 6-foot wall here and a 7-foot stretch over here up to where the refrigerator is. So went ahead and got the cabinets. I was not able to get all the ones that I needed. I'm still missing a 9-inch floor base and also a 36-inch corner piece over here. Lowe's keeps pushing it back. They said they were going to be here, or they were going to have some new ones in on Wednesday. Then I checked yesterday. It said it was going to be on Thursday. I checked this morning. Now it's saying Friday, with the earliest ship would be September 2nd. So at the earliest it'd be Friday, and if not, I'll have to wait till next Tuesday and get it in. So unfortunately I won't be able to do the bottom base of the kitchen, but once again I was able to install all the upper cabinets. Got all those with no issue. It took me just a minute. What I did is I went in, you might be able to see a line drawn on the wall right there, possibly not. But I went in, drew a line, made sure it was all level, screwed some 2x4s to the wall as a base. So when I lifted up the cabinets, since I was installing these by myself, it'd make it a little bit easier. Let them sit on top of the 2x4s. And then I went in and made sure I got in all the studs. So they're nice and secure. This one's about a foot wide. I'll be able to use it for right now. I just have my coffee and stuff like that. Went ahead and got my 3x3 window in, left a little bit of a gap on each side of the window so it's kind of uniform. Went in, initially my plan was to get what we thought was a 12-inch corner piece. It ended up being 24 inches out each way, so I had to return one of my cabinets that I bought, which is fine, saved me a little bit of money. This is a 24-inch corner piece. This one I'll probably use for a pantry, some of my food. I don't have a lot of dishes. I probably won't end up having a lot of dishes, but I'll have enough cabinets and stuff to be able to store all that stuff. Over here, just be maybe another area for some food. My alarm is going off at 5.
Wake up.
It says, wake up, dummy. That's what my alarm says. But anyways, got this little 12-inch cabinet up next to it. And then up here, obviously this is where the microwave's gonna go, so I have a little bit of storage up there. Just have some cleaning products and some medicine. I was pricing out for the kitchen microwave, a Whirlpool brand. I'm gonna go with all Whirlpool. I believe the microwave is gonna cost me about $250. It's 30 inches wide, which will fit directly underneath here. I did have to make a custom cut underneath. I have up top, you might be able to see back behind that stuff, there's an outlet back there, so I had to make the custom cut for that. I'll be able to run the wire up. I just need to buy the brackets to mount the microwave, and then I'll do a lot of tile work underneath there and all along the backsplash over here. This might be a little taller than normal, but I think I went with 20 inches from the top of the counter to the bottom of the cabinets. Wanted to make sure I had plenty of room for any kind of appliances that I had. And I'm also going to be installing lights underneath it, so I want to have plenty of room for that light to be able to shine in here. So Once again, I'm just missing a couple of the base pieces. Got the 30-inch sink base down here. And then this little piece over here, which is way overpriced. If I would have known what it was before I bought it, I probably would have just made that, but whatever. That's just the end piece where the counter will sit on it. And then down below where the table is, that's where my dishwasher is gonna go. I think that's gonna cost me roughly $400 to $500, something like that, just depending on how I wanna go with that. So total cost for the kitchen, I think, would be minus appliances. I think the cabinets, countertop and all that was gonna be right around, I think, just under $2,000, and that included the butcher block for in here and also the butcher block in the bathroom. I'm gonna do the same thing. This is actually the countertop for the bathroom. I just put it up here just out of the way, and then I got my 8-footer down here on the floor. It's a construction zone. I'm keeping all my boxes just in case I needed to return stuff. I have not taken the plastic off any of the counter or the cabinets up top either. I was just trying to make sure that I have everything in place before I take off all the plastic and do the finishing touches for that. So a lot of work ahead of me. I went ahead and came in here and measured the bathroom vanity. This wall right here is not 100% straight. I'm a DIYer, I'm not perfect, so it's just a hair off, but it's not enough to really worry about anything. So came in and measured across here. I think it was 33 3/4 wide. So I went ahead and brought that in, came out and measured it, and measured my butcher block in here. Went ahead and drew my line. This would be my first time using butcher block. In Terrell, we made our own custom wood countertops. We made sure we sealed them real good, and we didn't have any issues with it. So I decided to go with butcher block in this house. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some tape down, I think on maybe both sides of where I'm gonna be cutting, so to help not splinter the wood. I've been watching a lot of butcher block videos. I've been watching this guy right here. I don't know the name of his channel, but he's working in a house, and he's pretty straightforward. He said there's nothing that's perfect on that house. Just like I just mentioned earlier, my bathroom walls are not perfect. The walls he's working with as well are the same. He said when he was buttoning up the butcher block in the corners and stuff, it didn't sit perfectly against the wall, which he said is perfectly fine if you're gonna do tile work and stuff, which I am. So when I install the butcher block in the kitchen, it may not match exactly up perfect on all the walls, but the tile work should be able to cover up the little gaps if there's any. I haven't put it up there yet. So a lot of talking early in the morning, I know that, but just wanted to update you guys. Like I said, I've been very busy going back and forth to town. Mom and I did the day duties for the hospital visits with Dad. We would get there about 8 in the morning and stay till about 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and then Matt would show up and he would do the night shift this time. Last time Dad was in the hospital, I did the night shift and they did the day shift. So it was a lot of going back and forth, and at the end of the day, Dad is feeling better. He's back home. All his levels are back to where they need to be, and he got the medication that he needs, and he's feeling a little bit better. So that's all that matters in the end. YouTube was just put on the back burner. I didn't feel like filming any videos. In the meantime, my main focus was making sure Mom was able to get back and forth and keep her in her right state. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and making sure that Dad was good as well. So I bought some stuff. I know butcher block is not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody's gonna have their opinion, just like everybody's got an asshole. So I like the way it looks. I went ahead and picked up some Watco. It's butcher block oil and finish. I'll put a few coats of that on there as well, and then I'll just have to seal it up however else I want to do it in the future. So I do know you have to go back ever so often and make sure everything is sealed up on butcher block, just like any other type of wood, especially when it's around surfaces that can be wet. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my coffee real quick, take a quick break, come back in. I'm gonna go ahead and get this butcher block cut up. I've already measured it, I've already marked it. I'm just gonna tape around it on each side once again so it doesn't splinter the wood. Get that cut, go ahead and see if I can dry fit it in the bathroom. If everything works out, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and seal it up, and then I'll bring out the bathroom sink, which I also picked up. Picked up all the hardware, all the plumbing, all that good stuff. So that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we'll check back in. All right, so I went ahead and made the cut, dry fit it in. As I expected, there's a little bit of a gap over here. Based off the wall, there is a little bit of a bow in the wall, which is not the end of the world. I've seen professional houses on YouTube with the same issue, so it is what it is. nothing a little bit of tile where it can't fix. Like I said, I just put a board here just to show you that it will be covered up. The tile's probably not gonna be as thick as this board, but it'll still be able to cover it up. And in that back corner, there's a little bit of a gap compared to this side, but once you get everything tiled in, you'll never even know. I probably didn't even have to show you that, but anyways, I got my sink ready to take out of the box. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down on here, possibly make the cutout of the sink, and then I'll go back in and seal everything up really good, put several coats of the oil on there, and then I'll go ahead and glue it down to the frame, set the sink in, and hopefully I can get this thing plumbed in and have a working bathroom sink. But you guys get the understanding of what I'm going for. I got the white base. This will bring out the natural color once I put the oil on there. This is just an unfinished base. I don't know if I really need to sand it down right now. It feels pretty smooth. I've seen videos where people dissect these things saying that that there's imperfections here and there and this and that. And I'm like, you're buying cheaper end butcher block. What do you expect? If you want something great, get some marble. So I like it. I like the way it looks. Like I said, I'll go in and try to measure out this sink. It's a Allen Roth brand. It's only a $60 sink. I got the same kind of hardware, almost exactly like that right there, to be the black color, and got the drain and everything, which is right there on the floor underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox that. We'll go ahead and set it up. I think it comes with a little template that you can trace out and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the box, put it up there, get it all traced out, and let you guys see what it looks like. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. When I initially bought the faucet here, I didn't know that it came with the click drain already. So I'll save myself a little bit of money. I picked this one up. I get to return that. That's why I always keep my receipts. Anything I can do to save a little bit of money, I'm going to. So I get to get, let's see, roughly about $22 back in my account. So I'll use that on another part of the build. This sink will be inset into the counter. I believe it's about 22 inches wide. The counter is about 34 inches wide. So there's not gonna be a lot of counter space in here. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna add in a medicine cabinet up top. Give me a little bit of extra storage in here for toothpaste, toothbrush, cologne, all that good stuff. And then I'll possibly go back in and tile up above once again to cover up a little bit of the gaps along the butcher block, and then also help kind of a little bit of a backsplash there. I'm not sure exactly what tile I'm gonna go for, but it should match whatever tile I decide over here. There will be a glass sliding door. And then you can see once again that the faucet up there, the shower head, all that good stuff is black, the matte black, and this should match with it perfectly. And then I will go back in down here, get all my plumbing and stuff done. I got all my pipes and stuff. They didn't have the exact size I needed, so I had to do a little bit of configuration. So once I put that plumbing in and show you guys, don't make fun of me. I'm just going with what they had at Lowe's at the time. So there might not be the exact parts that I need, but I'm gonna make it happen with the stuff that they had there. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna show all that on this video or not. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do, and really wanted to put out a video and just kind of update you on everything that's going on. So I got all this stuff done. I need to clean up on the stove. I got the butcher block over there that I'm gonna use for this little section back here. I don't know if I've said anything about that or not, but I'm gonna custom make a little shelf. There's not much of a gap here. I think maybe 5.5 inches wide. I'll get some of the pine like I used to trim out the windows and stuff. Build myself a little, I don't know, a little cubby for seasonings or whatever else I want to put in there. Use part of the cut off of the butcher block and have that go across here over the top. And then I'll start building up right where the bottom of this cabinet is. I'm gonna measure across here and start another pine custom little, I don't know, shelf or whatever you want to call it. Start it here and work my way up to the top of this cabinet up here. And that'll just fill in that little gap and kind of bring it all together. I'll paint that white so it blends in. And yeah, it's just some things are very hard to get at Lowe's. Some things are very easily accessible. And right now it's very hard to get these cabinets. That was one thing I was kind of on the fence about. Should I go ahead and buy them while they have them, or should I wait until they have everything and then just buy it all at once? And I decided just buy it as they have it, and then we'll just play it by ear until they get the other stuff in. So I've looked down in McAllen, I've looked in Harlingen, which is in the valley. I've looked in Kingsville, which is just north of here. That's where I get all my material. I've looked in Corpus, and every single one of them say that they're not going to have those two specific cabinets that I need until later this week or possibly early next week. So it just is what it is. If you've bought stuff from Lowe's, you know you gotta wait. That's just part of the game, and you get what you can whenever you can. So anyways, I think that might be it for today's video. I think I'm gonna go ahead and work in the bathroom a little bit, maybe put that on the next video. And yeah, I may also go live later this week as well. Got a lot of changes. A lot of things happened to the family this week, and I'm sure you'll find out about a little bit of some other stuff happening with the family later on this week. It may not be on my channel, but I'm sure you'll find out here soon. So with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. Just wanted to pull some stuff out. Go ahead and start cutting out the butcher block. I'm going to seal everything, install it all. I got the caulk. I got the, I'm going to use some liquid nail to be able to hold this down to the wood. I think that should give it a nice tight fit and shouldn't budge anywhere. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of talking, a little bit of updates on everything, updates with the family and updates on the house. So appreciate y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Take me back to South Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.